And we are back. This is the Watchlist Wednesday podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Owen, joined as always by my beautiful co-host, Tevin McGee.
What's going on, everybody?
The LaCroix boy himself, Ash Pulliam.
What's up?
And the Golden Glove boxer out of Cabot, Arkansas, your Highness, Patrick Patterson.
What's up, everybody?
Moto.
What's going on, fellas?
Moto. That's some bullshit. Y'all are still on that shit from last week.
It ain't going away. It ain't going away.
It's so catchy, too. Moto. I like when you said it in the text, I didn't hate it. Oh, man.
What's going on, fellas?
Man, I don't know why, but I feel like it's been a while since we recorded. But I guess we recorded last week. But we were back with video on YouTube this week. I didn't forget the tripod this week. So, yeah, I mean, it feels good to be back. We're talking about Spider-Man Homecoming and a lot more. So I'm having a good week. What about you guys?
I'm having a great week. Working the new job, just getting the hang of things. And I'm very excited to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming, too. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and tell myself I didn't watch the movie. Guys, I forgot to this week. I was sick with COVID and some other excuses that are irrelevant. But, yeah, so I'm just going to agree with everybody, let y'all talk it out, and I might disagree with Ash just for the fun of it, just to keep things.
I mean, here's the beautiful thing of it. Now we have three. We don't have to worry about a tie. We just shove Pat's ass to the back.
Wait, so you're telling me that I'm just the inconvenience weekly on y'all's voting system?
You're not, but someone is.
Yeah.
Yes.
There will be no tie.
There will be no tie.
Tie this week. There will be no disagreements.
I'm still going to put my input in.
Things that you have watched, Pat, I posted a poll on Facebook, or kind of like just a discussion on Facebook, and it's really the most recent Pixar movies, and kind of got a little bit of heat going on, and kind of it was like a pick 5 list. And if you're not following us, go follow us on Instagram or go follow us on Facebook and look at this picture. But it was kind of a choose your own 5, and these 5 stay, and the rest of the rest of them leave. And it kind of created this like little chaos on Facebook. And so I want to know, out of all these lists, Tevin.
Why would you pick Tevin first? You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna take my. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
because Tevin's my man. Tevin's
exactly.
Tevin's the day one Watchlist Wednesday.
Well, what am I gonna?
I'm actually the only person that's appeared on all the Watchlist episodes.
That's a good point.
That is true.
So no slack.
Right.
But,
That's facts. That's big facts.
So you're asking me which one I choose first at all these?
I'm saying Tevin. So we could say I could say pick 5. I could say pick.
Sure.
Some, give me one that you would save automatically, that has to be saved off this list, and then give me an honorable mention.
Okay, so has to be saved.
Has to be saved.
Has to be saved. Thanos is snapping everything.
Thanos is snapping everything off this
has
list.
to be saved.
Your honorable mention though cannot be a popular one. It's got to be one of the least popular ones on this.
Okay. No. What we can all have it. We can all have the same honorable mention.
Yeah.
But we have to choose a different snap.
Okay. So the first one I'm going with is the 2021/2022 banger, Encanto.
Banger,
Really?
folks.
Encanto is getting saved. I can't unsee this movie. I've seen it probably more than I've seen all the other movies combined.
Tevin, you're telling
Really,
me
it just came out.
Tevin, you're telling me that out of the last 5 years, Encanto is the best Disney Pixar movie out of the last 5 years.
I'm telling you, yes, and it's not close.
And it's not even the fact that it's not even the fact that we have kids. Like, we have seen this without our children.
Talk to him.
We have seen this without our children. Me and Tevin have called each other on the phone and sang the songs together on the phone.
Hold up. I got a bone to pick with this list. This isn't even only Pixar. This is also just straight up Disney movies. Encanto's not a Pixar movie. Frozen and Frozen 2 aren't Pixar movies. Moana isn't a Pixar movie.
Oh.
Okay, Ash.
This list is so arbitrary.
I'm
sorry.
Ash just poking holes.
This is the thing. We don't know where the list came from. It was just floating around the internet.
It was on Twitter.
These
it
are the
went
lists.
viral on Twitter.
Yeah, so this is the list that we have. You know, Ash loves to do that. But anyway, back to my pick. Definitely Encanto. Out of these movies, especially, and I'm a huge Wreck-It Ralph fan, so I think that's gonna have to be my honorable mention. Is Wreck-It Ralph?
That's good because nobody else is going to honorably mention that.
I enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph. That was a pretty good movie.
All right, mine.
Who said you were next?
I'm next.
Yeah,
I'm next.
Hell, Pat.
Mine's got to be.
Take the lead, Pat. What do you got?
I'm torn, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go with Tangled. My daughter's favorite princess is Punzel. And so
Punzel.
Punzel.
That's
you know her like
that's
that.
what she
don't you?
calls her.
Punzel.
She calls her Punzel. We do know her like that. Carter got some pictures with Punzel last weekend. She got pictures of Punzel. And so Punzel, and then my honorable mention is going to be Coco because Coco's fire too. Have y'all seen Coco?
I've not, but I've heard good things about it.
Coco. When we were choosing the top 5 list on Facebook, Coco made my top 5. Coco's fantastic.
Coco slams.
Have you seen Encanto?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Encanto puts Coco to shame.
All right, Ash, what do you
It's a
got?
shame.
To shame.
Okay, I've got
I don't know about that.
really
but-
the only reasonable choice on this list, and that's Toy Story 3. I'm surprised it was none of y'all's picks or honorable mentions.
Because Toy Story played
It's
out.
probably going to be Jordan's. But Toy Story 3, I thought, was a fantastic conclusion to the trilogy. I don't think they needed Toy Story 4.
They did not.
And
Ash,
I wish,
you're exactly right.
I wish they hadn't. Not a bad movie, just I think the characters were better off being left at the end of Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
And then my
Yeah, Toy
honorable
Story-
mention is Onward. I loved Onward.
That was
Really?
that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was
Onward-
going to put that on my
like,
list of garbage.
Onward is
Really?
the only. Dude,
I was-
Pat.
I was going to
Pat,
be.
you're a Chris Pratt fan.
Bro,
You're
it
a
was gonna
Chris
be
Pratt fan.
it was gonna be Onward, Big Hero 6, and Monsters University, and then
So-
Inside Out.
Wait. Big Hero 6 was on your garbage list?
On my garbage
Get
list.
out, bro.
On
I
my
don't even believe you've
garbage
seen
list.
those
Pat, you go to
movies.
hell.
On my garbage.
You haven't seen-
I
you
haven't
you
seen
haven't
Big
even
Hero
seen 'em.
6.
Dude, that movie is so good.
So,
It just looks
Pat-
stupid.
Pat, so on my must save list of this list is Big Hero 6.
That's what I'm saying. You realize that Big Hero 6 got overshadowed in theaters because of Frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
Big Hero
there you go.
Big Hero 6 to me, I haven't seen Encanto, but to me Big Hero 6 is the best movie on this list.
Encanto will eat up Big Hero 6.
I love Big Hero 6.
And-
If we were talking, I think I put it on my top 5.
you
to save
did,
list
you
because
did.
Baymax
So,
is a one in a
the-
lifetime character.
Yeah, it's for sure. And so Ash, since you went your honorable mention Onward, I'm gonna go with my honorable mention. It's Soul.
Absolutely.
Soul.
Movie. Great movie.
I'm surprised more people didn't have Soul on there.
Soul was
I don't
phenomenal.
think
A lot of people have seen it. Yeah. No,
Didn't you and I see it together in the basement?
yeah. We
Okay.
watched it. We watched it. Yeah.
Me and Tevin back in 2020 did our like movies of the year, and this was animated movie of the year.
Yeah, we did a Soul review. Like
yeah,
a
we
whole
did. I think I
episode.
was
Yeah, we
on that.
Yeah, we did a Soul review.
Soul was
And
very
we did a
good.
Soul review. Moana, to me, Moana deserves to be on that list, but
Moana's
I mean,
definitely
Soul-
top 5.
yeah, Moana is kind of like a no. I think almost everybody that had said something. Well, I'll give you a shout out if you did say something. I mean, so let's see. Moana made Angela Elder's list. Pat, Moana made your list. Mac Barnes, hey, Moana made his list. Brittany Scruggs, Moana made your list. Amanda Baird, Moana made your. I mean, Moana made Destiny, even Tevin's wife. My sister Presley, Natalie Harris. Moana didn't make your list. Come on now, like Moana deserves to be on.
You can tell the
I did
ones that
not care
Moana
for
didn't make
Moana.
the list, and it's
Yeah.
because they don't
Yeah, it
have
was
kids.
okay. It was okay. My thing is when I think of top 5, it doesn't make my top
Moana?
5. Yeah, not out of
Yeah.
these. Not out of these.
Yeah, mine
Moana
either.
deserves to be on the top 5.
It does. It does. It does deserve
Yeah.
it. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you have kids and you don't. It's not on your.
What does
top
that
5.
mean? There's more movies on there, and yeah, I have kids, but you've never seen Big Hero 6. So
I've never seen, and I will watch Big Hero 6.
Yeah, you need to watch Inside Out too because I watched it last
Inside
night.
Out is
It's
great.
so good, bro.
Yeah,
It,
great.
it's literally will
I
make
mean-
you cry, bro.
Yeah, great movie.
But I
Soul
think of
had
like
me
you
tearing
look
up.
at you look at like Catherine McClurkin, Kristen Faust, and even Leah Hughes. it seems like if you've watched Encanto, it made it on the list.
Absolutely.
Like, I can almost tell you who on this list hasn't seen Encanto because it didn't make their list. But I feel like
Which would be everybody who
did
didn't
watch
put it on their list.
Encanto, it's made their list.
Dude, I'm telling you, Jordan, and I'm not saying this lightly, it has one of the best soundtracks of any Disney Pixar movie ever.
You will listen to it.
Absolutely.
You will listen to it for no reason, just for fun. You'll listen to it. They've translated. We don't talk about Bruno in like over 17 different languages already. It's done better than Let It Go. It is performed better than Let It Go in terms of like downloads and what it's brought in and stuff.
Okay, let me ask you this question: What's the worst movie on this list?
Hold on,
Let me pull the list up.
Is it Raya and the Last Dragon?
No,
I'm thinking
sir.
it's Cars 3.
Cars 3.
Cars
yeah.
3 was garbage.
Cars 3 or Finding Dory. I hated Finding Dory.
For me, it's gonna be either Cars 3 or maybe. Actually, no. It goes between Zootopia or Brave for me.
No, actually, Zootopia was fire,
yeah,
bro.
Zootopia.
I actually
Zootopia
watched
was
that
fire.
movie yesterday, too.
Yeah.
Zootopia. Pat.
I've
What
seen
is your
Zootopia.
list?
I've seen Zootopia. I don't care about Brave. Courtney tried to get me to watch Brave, and I was just
Brave is good, too.
Didn't
Brave
really
was
care.
fire.
Yeah, Brave was pretty good.
Especially if you're like a girl dad. You talked about watching Captain Marvel.
Bro, look,
You can't like Captain Marvel and not like Brave.
I don't like Brave. You
Yeah, I don't
hearing
think
it
you
here
actually
first,
watched
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. What was you saying my list was? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, well, I'm saying I'm just saying your list was shit. Is what I'm saying.
Well, okay, so let's go over Pat's list then.
All right, hold on.
Pat's list was Tangled,
Yep.
Frozen,
Yep.
Moana,
Yep.
Encanto, and Coco.
And then my
Really,
cousin
Tangled's the only bad
my
movie
cousin
on the list.
Erica Sheets like ratted me out on there too, talking about how my daughter's the only reason I like those movies, and she is wrong. I like all those movies. Now, granted, I probably wouldn't have watched Tangled on my own, but Tangled is a good movie.
It's okay. My daughter
alright.
loves Rapunzel as well, so I've seen that movie,
Ash, what's
6
your
or
list?
7 times.
Because you're the only one that didn't post it on Facebook.
My list is probably Toy Story 3, Inside Out, Onward, Soul. This is tough. I really didn't care for Frozen or Moana.
I didn't either. Not really. They're
Oh, and
overhyped.
Luca. I loved Luca.
Bro, Luca will easily be taken by
I
Encanto.
loved Luca.
You got to watch Encanto this week before
I've been telling
before
Jordan
we
to watch
record.
Encanto for weeks, and he just still hasn't watched it.
They don't trust us, even though the whole world's on
I
fire
trust
for this
you.
thing
I'm
right
just-
now.
Watching other stuff right now.
What are you watching right now?
I watched
Well,
Spider-Man
okay,
Homecoming,
well,
Pat.
that's
I did the homework.
Pat, that is literally the greatest segue of what are we watching right now. And I think if you say anything but one answer, you're wrong.
I'll agree with that.
And it's Ozark.
Yep. It's Ozark.
It's Ozark.
I'm not watching Ozark at all.
Have you seen
I'm
the
not-
first few seasons?
I haven't watched season 4 yet, but it's. I mean,
Season 4 is fire.
It really is.
It's phenomenal. This is one of the best shows on television.
So I'm guessing we're doing recommendations right now. We're just gonna go ahead and do recommendations.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Pat literally just said that brought it up.
Well, what are
It's-
you
That-
watching,
that-
Ash?
that- first off,
Yeah,
that
what
was
are you watching,
that-
Ash?
Why do I have that voice? I was just
That's
throwing
a-
Ash some sastitude, and y'all just
It's
giving me this
Ozark.
weird voice.
That's how you sound, bro.
I mean, it's
You
literally
sound like
just
you have a
Ozark.
sinus infection.
Yeah, well, you have a sinus infection.
All right, so that's your recommendation, Ozark?
Yeah, it's Ozark.
That's
about
my
you?
recommendation. It's
That's yours?
so good. I mean, I think enough people are watching it that it's not
It's number
necessarily
one on
super,
Netflix
but
right now.
it is.
Wow.
I'm just impressed with how it has sustained its level of intensity through 4 seasons now. Like every episode it doesn't get boring. That's for sure.
What about you, Tev?
I mean, in honor of this episode, I'm probably just gonna have to say Encanto. If you
I
haven't
was gonna
watched
do the
it,
same.
you need to watch it.
Yeah. No, I agree. My recommendation. Let me look at what I'm watching right now, real quick. Sorry. Let's. Let me look at it. I am watching. Cheer season 2, Netflix. Yep,
Cheer.
I finished that season already.
What is Cheer?
Good job, Pat.
It's like a documentary about cheerleaders.
It is, and it's a very good documentary. I wouldn't say this
Are
season.
you watching this with your wife?
No, this is just me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now.
All right.
I binged the first season alone. Well, that sounds weird. I binged the first season with my wife, but
No, you didn't.
this one I binged
It's already
because
weird.
it came. First off, male cheerleaders and men that like cheerleading is not bad. Cheerleading is an awesome sport.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
It's just weird that you're watching a cheerleading documentary.
It's not just about cheerleading. It's about
Yes, it is.
overcoming adversity. It's about leadership.
so every
It's about
documentary ever.
not y'all. Oh boy, this is gonna be a heated show today, fellas.
I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's great.
You're lucky I'm not firing you up already after that sinus infection.
Oh,
Oh shoot,
I like
Well,
when
good.
Tevin gets a little heat in him.
Tevin.
Yeah, I know. Tevin.
If y'all think this is a little heat, well, y'all have already
No,
heard
this is
him.
not a
on-
little heat.
I was going to say he heats up on
Tevin
Call of Duty
is,
every time I get on the
Tevin's
mic.
recommended one of the greatest animated movies of the year. Me and Ash are recommending one of the greatest dramas of the year, and Pat is recommending Little Girls Dance Around in Skirts. Good job. So
See, that proves how ignorant you are. They're all in college,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and they're men and women. Come on,
I'm sure they are, Pat.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
it's all right, Pat.
Thank you.
It's okay.
All right. Well, so we're talking about what we're watching, and then this bleeds into the next topic of what are we looking forward to watching. And so, we're coming at the end of January, and there's tons of movies this year. And so, I'm going to start with you, Ash. I think I kind of know your answer, but what is the most anticipated, I guess, movie/series, because there's a lot of series coming out this year. What is the most anticipated movie/series that you're looking forward to watching this year?
There's so much good stuff. It's really hard to decide. I mean, you got Doctor Strange 2. You've got hopefully Invincible coming soon. That's probably my
Ooh, yeah.
that or The Boys is probably my most anticipated show of this year.
Yeah.
But I think the Batman tops it all, like by so much. Look at Pat slouching his chair.
I
'Cause
know.
he's
Right?
gonna
We're
check
gonna
out.
We're about to have to get a close up on that.
Everything I'm seeing about this movie just makes me more
Wanna
and
vomit.
more hype for it. Everything. The trailers have all been bangers. I mean, every single one has been awesome. Pat, be quiet. We just found out that it's going to be almost 3 hours long. Like, the longer the better with this. This tells me Matt Reeves has a world he's building, and he is setting up a franchise here. And I cannot be more excited about that. And apparently they screened a 4-hour cut, so give me the director's cut. I'm already ready for it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jordan. There's a lot of different ways you could go with this as far as movies that you're anticipated for. I mean, you've got so many things coming out just in the superhero genre. You've got Doctor Strange 2, you've got Moon Knight, you got Invincible, you got The Boys, you've got the Batman. I think we got Aquaman 2's coming out the later part of the year, The Flash. But I think
We got Flashpoint coming out, right?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I would say my most anticipated movie, especially from all the stuff that I'm seeing, has got to be Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
That should be everybody's most anticipated.
I mean,
Should
it-
be.
to me, it's going to be a for the way that they're setting it up with having Scarlet Witch and having Doctor Strange and having all these other side characters that are probably going to be introduced in some shows. I think it's going to be another No Way Home level movie, if not bigger than that. We're getting characters from What If and different things like that. So
And it should put some bows on a lot of the shows that came out, like put some finishing touches and like some nice little.
I'm
nods.
wondering if are we going to see Monica Rambeau? Like, who are these cameos that the multiverse is going to open up? I think there's just so much to be. That's going to come from this movie as far as setting up the rest of Phase 4. So that's going to be my most anticipated movie. And then show, I mean, Man, there's so many. I'm looking forward to She-Hulk. I'm interested to see what that's going to be about. Miss Marvel. We're also supposed to be getting a show about that.
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, that's coming this year too.
Amelia Clark. I want to see what character she's going to play in the MCU. So I'm just going to say blanket statement. It's just MCU TV shows. I'm looking forward to in 2022. What about you, Jordan?
I mean, for me, I think kind of repeating and being a parrot of Ash, the Batman, we're getting it in like almost less than a month. So we're getting a 3-hour Batman cut, and I have to believe we're getting some Joker content out of it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think everything that I've seen, the Bat and the Cat trailer just kind of set it off for me, because I saw that first trailer and I'm like, it's easy to make one good trailer, and try to set us up. But then the amount they gave us, 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes full of footage that looked phenomenal.
Yeah, that clip looked awesome. And
I'm
so ready.
And I'm just like, I'm thinking like the universe that they're setting up. I'm kind of like Ash. I think they're setting up a great universe, and then to follow it up, what they're doing, I think they're going to do a little bit of what Marvel's doing with Flashpoint, and I think Flashpoint's going to be a major kind of cataclysmic event in the DCEU that's going to like reshake things. So I think I could say that as well. Flashpoint's going to be fantastic, and I'm very excited for it. As far as shows go, for me, Tevin, me and you used to bitch and gripe about if Marvel would just let us write scripts.
Absolutely.
That was early on Watchlist content of me and Tevin just being like, let us write scripts, like let us write shit for you, and we'll get shit right. And I think Secret Invasion is one of those where me and Tevin could write a good script, and I think all of us could write a good script. And I think Secret Invasion, seeing, Emily Clark, I think it's going to be one of those things of what we hoped some of the other shows would be, and that this sculpting universe type show. And I think that is what that's going to be. If not, I mean, Moon Knight looks great, for what it is already.
Gosh, before we get to you, Pat, going about the Secret Invasion and the Multiverse of Madness, what is one character that you are just ready to figure out who's playing them? For me, it's Mr. Fantastic. Like, just tell us who's playing that character.
Give me Reed Richards.
It has to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but bro, John Krasinski is the man for the job.
He'd be so perfect.
He is the man for the job, but it's got to be bearded. Like
He'll be bearded. He's been bearded and everything, really.
Somebody put a picture of him like in the Mr. Fantastic suit with the beard, and I was like, that's actually a damn good image right there. Because I don't want to see Jim. I want to see John Bearded Krasinski. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have any problem making him look the part. He already looks the part.
He looks like a superhero, just straight up. Like what's the Clancy thing that he was in?
Do you think he can play
Jack Ryan?
Monster.
Yeah.
But do you think that he can play the level of intellect needed for Reed Richards?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like top 3 in the MCU. But
yeah, I love John Krasinski, and I see him as Jim. Do you think he can transcend that and be, top A level intellect in the MCU?
I think he already has. I think he transcended The Office with A Quiet Place. He cemented his place as one of the top actors, directors, all that, and top minds, period, with A Quiet Place.
Yeah, and I honestly, after seeing A Quiet Place, I could see them playing it not like a Bruce Banner clean scientist, but more like Edward Norton's Banner, where he's like more like a mechanic style scientist. Like, I don't really know how to describe what I'm saying.
I know, like a blue collar scientist. We get your vibe.
You still need, but you Reed Richards is like one of the smartest people in the entire freaking MCU.
Yeah. He would still be intelligent. I mean, Edward Norton's Bruce Banner was still very intelligent.
John Krasinski would pull that off. In fact, I would at this point, whoever it is, I think I'd be disappointed if it's not John Krasinski. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah, I'm trying not to get to that place, but I feel you.
Because, I mean, it's just, there's so many big actors in the MCU that are meant to be in the MCU. John Krasinski is one of those. Like, I think the next person who needs to be in the MCU eventually would probably be that Timothée Chalamet dude, because they're going to have a future, like, awesome actor in there.
Well, my thing about
That's not
this
old.
is it's like the MCU is so mainstream now that all of the big names want to be a character. And there's so many characters that everybody can be somebody different, you know, which is the awesome thing about it is you have so much source material that it's endless, the amount of characters. Like, all of the main names can play somebody different, and it'd be an awesome experience for the fans.
Which is crazy because, like, Phase 1 Marvel, nobody wanted to touch a superhero movie because of the fact that I guess a lot of, like, your traditional actors don't think that superhero movies are didn't think that superhero movies were very artistic and, you know, their view of good.
I think that from an actor's perspective, it was more about them not wanting to be locked up into long-term contracts. Directors, now they kind of frown upon the movie franchise or the superhero movie franchises. But as far as an actor, I think it has more to do with them not wanting to be locked up for 10 years. Yeah,
you look at Christian Bale. Christian Bale was locked up for like 8 years, you know, with the Dark Knight trilogy.
Well, once again, DC does it all wrong.
And here, I'll tell you this right now, Timothée Chalamet. I don't know where
Marvel does it.
I don't know where he lands. I don't know where Chalamet lands in the MCU, but I would be damned if I wouldn't mind seeing that little skinny bastard be the Silver Surfer.
Dude's the greatest actor of his generation. I'm saying it.
You said that podcasts ago, or 3 or 4. Whenever you talked about Dune,
I'll keep saying it.
How great would Chalamet be? How great would Chalamet be as the Silver Surfer?
I mean, I think that would be a great casting, honestly.
That'd be pretty cool.
Timothée Chalamet being anybody in the MCU is a good get for the MCU.
My thing about the whole contracts thing is, like, I get it from, like, you know, and I'm not an actor by any means, but I think it would be awesome to play like one character. Like, you can really just get to master this character.
Yeah.
You don't really have to go out and look for work.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, obviously I'm not an actor, so can't really speak on what their thought process is. And, you know, but I'm thinking, like, if I get a chance to sign on for 5-6 movies and you want me to keep going back for more, I mean, I think that's awesome. But I think, like I said, I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
I think one of the reasons people want to become actors is because they get to try new things and play different roles and be someone different constantly.
Creative.
And I don't think that as an actor, it's in their nature to want to come back and play the same role over and over again because they're always wanting to be something different and try something new.
That makes sense. I will say, though, you can definitely tell. I'm pretty sure Marvel has changed up their contract structure. I believe we've talked about it before even, because you can see the attitude that actors have now working with Marvel and doing media for Marvel and just being a part of Marvel compared to what it was Phase 1 and 2. Like, it seems like actors now are like, there's genuine excitement about being, like, in Marvel, period. Like, you're pumped up and it's cool and you're invested in the character. And, like, even with, what's-his-face, Jeremy Renner, who, Hawkeye, he didn't like it at first because he couldn't explore the character much because he was just a quiet side piece. He's loving this phase of it much more because he gets to, like, develop his character and, you know, show who he is.
Yeah, well, he said that he wanted Hawkeye to be killed off early because he didn't like the direction that the character was going, that he didn't really have much depth to him. They didn't really explore his character. So that's another great nod to the MCU shows. They're showing characters that didn't really get that much screen time. How much screen time would you say Hawkeye had in the movies? Probably not much as a total. And we got to see 6 hours of him dealing with personal things, dealing with the burden of being a superhero, as well as like the perks and the skills that really make him a superhero, taking on a protege, his family interaction, you know, his connection to his past. It was just so many different layers that we got to see of Hawkeye in just those short 6 episodes. And now it's like I can't get enough of Kate Bishop. Like, I can't wait to see what this new iteration of Marvel superhero / Avengers looks like going forward in Phase 4 and Phase 5.
Kate Bishop seems fun. I will say I think Yelena is going to be, like, cooler in my opinion. But that's just I've only seen Kate Bishop like once, so in the series.
What do you mean? Like you've seen her on?
I guess I've
more.
seen her more times than Yelena. Yeah. Good point. I don't know. I think her and Yelena have a nice little chemistry back and forth, a little banter they have going.
Yeah, I mean that elevator scene when they were having that fight, and I think that was awesome. Like, let's go get a drink. Okay, after I kill Barton.
I actually have a question for y'all, real quick. Since we didn't get to my choices, I was looking up TV shows just a minute ago, and because I was gonna try and go something that's not Marvel, and I realized I actually seen it yesterday too when I was watching. But y'all know Bel Air comes out next week.
Yeah, the reboot of Fresh Prince.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm
that.
excited about that.
I'm gonna watch. Like I don't know how I feel about it, but like I'm gonna watch it. I'm pretty excited. I watched the trailer for it a couple days ago, and
did you watch it on the Watchlist page? Because I posted it on there.
I did.
That's where I watched
I
it.
did, Tevin. Don't worry about that. I did.
That's where I watched it too.
No, it's not.
That's where I watched it too.
Yeah.
No, it's not, Pat.
No, it's not. You're not even a fan of your own work.
I'm definitely a fan of Watchlist Wednesday podcast, especially when I'm on it. That's because I'm the reason everybody's here. Let's be honest. I'm just kidding everybody. I'm just kidding everybody.
All right, so let's get to your picks before we move on.
So Bel Air is going to be the TV show. I'm excited about watching that because I think we talked about. I'm still watching Peacemaker, which Peacemaker is.
Oh, we haven't even talked about Peacemaker.
Gosh, Peacemaker, so good,
freaking good, dude.
So
have you watched
good.
Peacemaker? Come on,
I have
man.
not, man. I'm sorry. I had a house full of
John
just
Cena
me
is
and the kids.
So okay. Y'all, everybody knows I'm like a closet wrestling fan. So I've been John Cena fan since back Chain Gang for life, word life. Like that's you can't see me. Y'all don't even know about that. But bro, y'all don't even know about John Cena back in the day, Mr. Thugonomics. Anyway, my bad. I got just wrapped up in it. John Cena is hilarious in Peacemaker. Hilarious.
He really is. And I have never cared about John Cena or really liked him at all. I thought he was kind of a schmuck. But I love him in Peacemaker.
God. He said that just to get under my skin just then.
No, I mean, he definitely is a schmuck.
Like, I actually believe that he was a schmuck.
Oh, my gosh. Have y'all...
I've seen him in several things.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So I'll say this. Peacemaker's phenomenal. Like, if it wasn't for Ozark, I'd be watching more Peacemaker, but I'm concerned with Ozark at the moment. And I want to before we get to Spider-Man Homecoming, everybody The Rock tweeted out something this week that he's working on a project to bring. He goes, we're bringing one of the most badass video games on screen that I've played for years. Does anybody, before we start talking about Spider-Man Homecoming, want to take a guess?
Wait, where is this at? Where, did he put it on his Insta?
Have you not seen it? Yeah,
No.
like that's been all over everything.
Yeah.
So like, what video
game do we think The Rock's bringing to big screen?
Did he put it
Probably
on
like GTA or some shit?
Dude,
That'd be so
I think it has to be Gears of War.
That's
What about God of War?
I think it's
Could
either.
be
I think
God
it
of War.
either has to be like God of War or like.
But did he
I
say
think it has to be God of War or.
Metal Gear
what
Solid?
did I just said.
Gears
I
of
just
War?
said Gears of War. Yeah, I think it has to be.
I think it's probably Metal Gear Solid.
You think he's gonna play Snake?
I don't know if he's gonna play Snake. I just think it's Metal Gear Solid. Because
Which one
didn't
is
he
it?
say it was like something that people have been playing for years?
Yeah, then people have been playing for years.
Which one is it, y'all? I'm not seeing it here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking if he's like starring, and I think of people like Kratos that he could play. Playing for years, I didn't see that part. I don't
Assassin's Creed.
They made that movie.
I think-
It sucked.
I mean, dude. God of War or Gears of War have both been decades.
I can
long.
definitely see
I can
Gears of
see.
War. I can see both of them. God of War
I
too.
can see God of War.
God of War, he kind of fits that mold, and that's kind of like a Black Adam type character.
Yeah.
And it still has that same Greek mythology type feel to it.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that. But Man, yeah, I don't know. Video game movies are making a come up. I mean, we
They
have
are.
what Chris Pratt playing Mario. We got Sonic 2.
Not just that. We got Tom Holland, Uncharted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
That's
is
coming
gonna
out.
be
Tom
good.
Tom
February.
Holland,
That's
Uncharted.
just in a
is-
couple
is-
weeks, I think.
yeah, we definitely got to go to that.
Yeah.
I will go and see that
For
for
sure.
sure with y'all. That
Yeah.
sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Got to support our boy Tom Holland.
All day. Spider-Man.
And Sony.
Okay.
Yeah, we
That's
got to support Sony after the acquisition last
Yeah.
week from Microsoft.
Pat,
They
Yes,
need all
sir.
the
Pat,
money
you
they
are
can
you are
get.
the king of segues today. Because speaking of Tom Holland, the rewatch, the Marvel rewatch, we are jumping into No Way Home, and Ash, you are probably the biggest supporter of this movie.
Who would
So
have
take it
thought-
away.
Who would have thought
We're
that,
jumping
though?
into Homecoming, Jordan, not No Way
What-
Home.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah,
my
you
bad.
said No Way Home.
Who
It's
would
all
have
good.
thought
Yeah.
that Ash was
It's
the one that
Homecoming.
just be riding this thing so hard? I'm
Anyone who
baffled.
listened to last week's podcast,
Well,
probably.
I know it. I heard it last week when you were saying it, but like I just didn't see it coming. Like
are you being genuine right now?
I'm being genuine.
Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic.
I thought you were gonna shit on it.
Really?
Yeah, because you like the dark shit. That's what you like. Except for Doctor Strange, you like Doctor Strange.
I
and
like
stuff.
plenty of light stuff. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. That's one of my favorites. Ragnarok may
Wow,
be
it
my
really never
favorite
clicked with
MCU
me. Maybe
movie.
I'm just still bitching about the whole Batman thing. That's
Well,
kind
the
of what
thing
it
is,
is.
you try to put Ash in this box that he's never been in. And it
That's
doesn't
true.
go in there.
You can't put me in a corner. You
That's-
can't
Don't
put baby in a corner.
in a corner.
I do.
Do not put
I
baby in
do.
a corner.
I'll be honest. I put you in this box that you just shit on everything everybody likes and you love everything everybody hates. I do.
Why am I in that
do.
box? I like
do.
lots of things that everyone likes.
I
The
put you in
majority
that
of things
box.
I like is what everyone else likes.
Every time you say something that like we all agree with and then you disagree, I'm just like rolling my eyes because I'm like,
Oh
I knew
my
that
gosh.
shit.
Actually,
was
I
coming.
feel like me and you agree on a lot.
We do agree on quite a bit.
I don't know why I put them in the box. I just do.
You just
It's
have
the,
bad takes, and I
it's
call
the-
them out.
It's the DC thing, is what it is. Because nobody else likes DC as much as you do.
I don't like the DCEU other than Man of Steel. I like DC, like the Nolan trilogy.
And then I've never seen you so excited about a movie, except for the newest Spider-Man that just came out. But your level of excitement for Batman matching that of Spider-Man is garbage.
Bro, it's going to be amazing. This new Batman's going
looks
to be amazing.
I
fantastic.
But we're
want
not.
to see the 4-hour cut.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I want the
Y'all want to
4-hour
see?
cut.
Y'all are no,
Just
bro.
release
Give
it
me
as an
hour and
extended
15
edition, like the
minutes.
Lord of the Rings, and I will buy that.
Bro,
Yep.
don't
Me
even. Sheesh. I'm gonna
But
go
we're-
because we're all the team here, but I'm gonna bitch the whole time. I hope.
We're
well,
literally
afterwards
doing
when
the
we
same
get
thing
out.
we do
When we
on
get out.
every episode.
You're not invited. Anyways, back to Homecoming.
Yes,
Homecoming.
Ash.
Was so good. I remember loving it, and the twist in it really catching me off guard, and even seeing it coming, I was like, they set that up really well. I mean, if y'all may think different, but if you don't already know what's going to happen, like they just give you one little hint at the very beginning with the drawing or whatever that he's showing his guy talking about his daughter. Did the little painting of the Avengers or whatever, and he's like, oh, she's got a future. And then you don't even think about him having a daughter until he opens the door when Peter's picking her up for prom. And holy crap, did that
I
catch
do
me
remember
off
that
guard.
because I went and seen that in theaters and like gasps.
Yes, he
Gasps
opened that
in the
door,
theater.
and my first thought was, oh shit, he got to the family.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, it's just her dad. Like,
Well, that's the thing is like you really don't see it coming because like she's a mixed girl, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not even putting that together with
No,
Vulture.
yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, he answers the door. Like, just think like you're already intimidated because you're meeting this girl's dad, and he's a legit supervillain.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Not only are you nervous on the level of Peter Parker, you're now nervous on the level of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like you're nervous in both of those. And you're like, because what we're finding out, and the brilliant part of this movie was the depiction of Peter Parker, because I don't think we've truly gotten such a like school level young kid Peter Parker. And as great as Andrew Garfield was, and as great as Tobey Maguire, I mean, Tobey was like, I felt like Tobey was 30.
He
when
was.
when he was in high school. And we got a little bit of Garfield, but I kind of felt Garfield was more like aged in college,
Yeah.
And so this.
Yeah, I think
this kind
Toby
of
was
like,
actually 28 when he was supposed
sure.
to
So he was close to 30.
Yeah.
And so it's like
It was horrible.
we truly. I felt like Tom Holland was. I felt like Tom Holland was high school Peter Parker, and everybody remembers the first homecoming date you took. You went and picked a girl up, and I mean that was to me that was one of the most beautiful. And even guys, we talked about the last movie, the ego twist. That was a great twist. But this one,
Yeah,
I mean,
think
was
this
10
one's
times better.
Yeah, way better twist. And something about Spider-Man is Spider-Man is always affecting Peter's life. Like that is a constant through all the movies. And I thought in this one they played it perfectly, how it hit so close to home and you were not expecting it. And then Michael Keaton, man, he is awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because I didn't realize that dude's 70.
Yeah, he's old.
You know what I mean? Like he played that role awesome. And the thing about Spider-Man that they've weaved into all of Tom Holland's movies is, like you said, he's always dealing with an identity crisis. Like he's in the stage of his life where he's really trying to figure out who he is in that kind of identity sense. And then in every movie, like you said, Spider-Man's always getting in the way. The most, other than this last one, what I would think would be Far From Home. They're literally outside of the country, and he's telling people that he shouldn't be like Mysterio, that he's Peter Parker, and he thinks he can trust him. And he's the first like really superhero adult he can trust since Tony, and he betrays him. So like that goes to his character development going into Avengers Endgame and all these other things. And it's just it's great. Like Tom Holland's character development from Civil War to now, from like a personal to Spider-Man to that scene with the spider sense, like it had become so strong from I guess it was Infinity War where like
the goosebumps.
Yeah, he got the goosebumps, but now to where it's so powerful that he could sense Norman getting taken over by the Goblin. Yeah, and it was like basically making him have a panic attack. Like how far have we come? With this Spider-Man in such a short amount of time.
And you can see it too, like. Tom Holland in Civil War looks like a child. Like he looks so young, and then in No Way Home especially, you can tell he's aged up. And really, I think No Way Home affected Peter the most. Like Peter sacrificed everything for the greater good because of Spider-Man.
Well, the thing is, you got to think about it. Like Tom Holland was born 96, so he's like 25 now.
Yeah, he's like 20 days older than me, I think.
Yeah, so like he's like 25 now. And back in Civil War, that was like 13?
Yeah, he was 15.
Yeah.
That's crazy, like maturity, growth in that time.
So he was legit high schooler.
Yeah.
And you see it. Oh, never mind. We're not on that movie right now. It just got me re-excited. I'm sorry. Talking about the freaking Far From, what is that?
Civil War was he was that young.
Yeah.
He was crazy. 20 years. He was 20 years old at Civil War.
So how old is he now? What year did it come out?
He was born in 1996. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Civil War came out
in 16.
Okay.
So yeah.
So he was 19.
He was 19 when it came out.
Yeah. And then that's when it came out. So he's probably 18 when it was filming.
Yeah. No, he was completely young, and I think this was
legit high schooler.
I don't think really we've seen a better character development through the MCU. As far as I personally, now I think we've seen a lot of people change and grow up, but like Tom Holland has like we've seen the entire kind of maybe Thor is who we've seen go through the ups and downs of superhero,
I don't know,
but
I think I'd agree with you, especially now with the new added layer of him going to an apartment and like turning kind of going to the old school Spider-Man vibes. I think I can see your point, especially with that being added to the mix.
I mean, we're watching this kid grow up, you know, in our eyes and through 5 movies. We've watched him be a kid who's in year 2 to, you know, trying to sacrifice himself for the entire universe. Now we watched Tony do this, and we watched Tony come through the snap, you know, but Tony was kind of already broken, you know, and then come through Iron Man to heal himself, and then, you know, travel all the way back, which is great. I think Tony's a great character development as well. But
yeah, I think his character's been developed really since the first Avengers, though. I mean, he sacrificed himself there. He did it in Avengers 2. Like,
right, we're watching this kid Tom Holland change from a kid who was basically a hired gun in a versus battle, you know, to coming to the decisions of what he's doing as he's growing up. And just Tom Holland, we're talking about Timothée Chalamet, a great actor. Tom Holland could be nominated for an Oscar for what he
he put on a performance in that movie.
And now that he's getting into other things that's not just Spider-Man, he could end up being one of the greatest actors of the generation too.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So, where do we think this goes in the list?
You know, guys, I'm going to put this at a
we gassed Tom Holland up and Spider-Man pretty hard. Okay, let's
hold on. Since I'm not voting, let me at least read it off so I feel like I'm a part of the team.
Well, I think we have to go 5 and go up because I don't think I think it's definitely cracking top 5.
All right, then I'll start at 1. Is it better than Spider-Man No Way?
I'll start at 5.
You got to start at 5. You got to start at 5 and go up.
I'm the one reading.
Yeah, that's why you don't get to read very often.
Yeah, that's why you don't get
Is it better than Iron Man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better than Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Is it better than Doctor Strange?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fuck.
Is it better than Civil War?
No.
Yeesh.
Well, it's over. It's right there.
I'll say no, too. I don't think it is.
You don't? I think they're very close.
I think they are very, very close.
So I don't have a vote.
So for the first time ever in Watchlist history, we all agreed on something.
I'm gonna let.
Yeah, I mean that.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I don't like it when we all agree. That
movie.
leaves there's no conflict.
Well, watch the movie and then we don't have to all agree.
yeah, there you go.
Actually,
here's the thing.
I'd probably agree
I know we're
to be
really
honest with you, because Civil War is so good and it can
We're
it can
not supposed
stand.
to look ahead. We're not really supposed to look ahead, but we got Ragnarok.
We all know Ash looks
Ragnarok
ahead. Ash got them spoilers on notifications.
What?
I'm just
We
giving hell again.
We have Ragnarok coming next week. And I think it's going to be a
Ragnarok.
Sit down.
Patrick.
You're still not going to watch the movie, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it tonight, dude. I'll guarantee you I'll watch it tonight.
Wait, Ragnarok is next?
Ragnarok is next.
I'm telling you, best scene, one of the greatest scenes in MCU ever.
I love Ragnarok.
Is when the immigrant song. You know how much money they paid for the immigrant song?
Probably a stupid amount.
$5.9 million, and then they had to pay an extra $100,000 to use it in the trailer.
We have Ragnarok coming, and then we have
He's
Black
just
Panther
going to interrupt me
coming.
like that while I'm in the middle of my
Yeah,
time.
because
Ragnarok's about to
sit down, Patrick.
break top 3 for me.
He's just going to interrupt me.
Ragnarok's breaking top 3.
I can't wait. Ragnarok. I can't wait because I hated Ragnarok. Hated it.
That's insane.
Hated it.
Ash, I'm going to ask you right now. Since $6 million they paid to have the immigrant song, do you think it was worth it?
Yes.
I think it was a great addition to that scene. I still would have gone with Thunderstruck, though.
What?
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Well, this just got awkward.
You don't think Thunderstruck makes more sense than Immigrant Song right there? I like Immigrant Song. It's a better song than Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck makes more sense.
Nobody cares about whether or not the song made sense. It was the melody, it was the beat, it was the dun dun dun. Like it was like you knew shit was going down. Like Thor
you
just
know that
turned
here in the opening
up.
of Thunderstruck.
Thor just turned up. No, because it goes da dun da. Da 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 thunder. Like, that takes too damn long.
Guitar.
That takes too damn long.
It's a guitar. The guitar solo.
So you wouldn't do the intro. You just start right off of it. But when do you have the moment where he opens his eye and just blows shit out? Like, you don't have that moment.
Starts.
I don't know, man.
The guitars, I'm pretty sure it starts the song. I'm about to play it.
Here's what I'm going to do. No, Thunder, they do the chanting.
Oh,
Yeah, but the guitar's playing in the background. Right there.
I'm still not feeling it.
I like that. I like that.
Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I think we should all do. We should watch it. I'm putting a challenge out there. Pause that up.
That's not me now. That's Jordan.
Garbage. I'm putting a challenge out there. We watch it the original way first, but then we go back and watch that scene.
I already watched it on
mute.
a TikTok with Thunderstruck playing in it. It's a banger.
No, it's not. So, whoever it is,
I still love it though. We're talking about a movie that we're reviewing next week.
Yeah,
okay.
We're really just
next week, somebody is going to have to post that TikTok you found on our Instagram and have people vote on it. Is what they're going to have
All
to
right,
do.
I'll have to go look for it, but I'll do it.
Because
I'll find it.
I'm thinking that's nonsense. That you could not have picked a better song than Immigrant
It's probably
Song.
going to be like, just y'all three because I thought it was garbage. So I'll probably
But
you got to watch it
there's
again
still
and form a
time.
new opinion.
There's still a chance because Ash hated a movie and then liked it the second go around, and he hates fucking everything. So,
No, he doesn't. I do not hate everything.
Sorry, I just put you back in a box. My bad.
What movie did I hate the first go around, but I liked the next time?
Anything that somebody smiles in, I don't know. So-
All right, Pat.
I'm sorry.
Cancel.
If it's not sad and
Cancel.
rainy and the superheroes wearing all black, I just
I feel like I'm being stereotyped.
You are being stereotyped.
Stereotype the hell out of
I don't
it.
even get what the basis is for it.
I
don't know. I keep comparing it to the Batman because you just so damn
Because I like the
happy about
Christopher
that.
Nolan
Well,
trilogy.
this is also a crazy thing. How have we watched 20 movies already?
Already, we were watching this for like 12 months.
This was before I even started the pod. Y'all were on this.
Were we?
Yeah.
We've been on this for a while, bro.
Yeah. We're going to have to end the season at some point.
We're getting close, though. We're getting close.
Well, we already started a new season.
Oh, I guess it's
Yeah.
season 3?
It's season 3, yeah.
Watchlist Wednesday, season 3.
I'm excited.
So season
to move on to
2
the
is
next
when I
one.
was added to the cast, huh?
Yeah, you were added in season 2.
Best season
all I'm
ever.
saying is I will be home, and we will be basically kind of recording a what, Tevin, 2-year episode,
Yeah.
a 2-year anniversary episode.
Yes, sir.
Am I going to make a cameo or am I in it?
Yeah, you're in it. Like, what do you
Okay.
mean?
I just didn't know.
Are you
I
in
didn't
it?
know.
Are
Hey.
you in it? You're part of the damn podcast. Like,
Is it are we ever going to get the big man back in full time? Or what do you think?
The big man.
I mean, well, it's
J.O.
but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
we'll see.
It's up in the air.
I hope so. I'll just put
But
it out there like
the
that.
the big man's going to be home in March for his birthday, March 30th, and that's essentially going to be me and Tevin. Our first podcast was April 2nd, correct, Tevin?
yes, sir.
April 2nd
Yes,
was
sir.
the first podcast me and Tevin ever recorded together. So
By then,
All
we
right,
should
well,
be
guys,
pretty close to 100 episodes. Pretty close.
That's
Pretty close.
crazy.
I'm for it. So
We're gonna have to
I'm
do a
down. We need
best
to
of
maybe start-
episode at some point. You're
Definitely.
gonna have to do a lot of editing for that and chop it up and get the best of.
Yeah, well, I'll let you take the reins on that one.
Right? Y'all don't want me to. I can't even edit a text message. I can't. I don't want me editing anything.
Well, guys, I mean, we say this every week, but if you're still listening, this has been so much fun, and thank you guys, so much for listening. We the listeners are keeping on growing. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Everybody who has, like I said, still listening, we thank you. This has been another episode of the Watchlist Wednesday podcast. Tevin, you got anything before we leave?
Yeah, make sure you check us out on YouTube. We're on YouTube now at the Natural State Media. Just search that. It has-
YouTube.
yeah, it's got all of our episodes from season 3. in video format, as well as episodes from Killer Personality Podcast, another one of our Natural State Media podcasts.
I started listening to. I started listening to Casey Anthony on the way home.
Yeah,
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
yeah.
KPP, our sister podcast, Killer Personality, and it's our wives, so we're gonna be real happy with it. But I mean, they're on to something with that podcast, man.
It was really good.
Dude, I listened. My first episode was the first ever episode I listened to was the O.J. Simpson episode, and it was phenomenal. Like them girls do their research, man. Like they freaking do their research. And if you are a true crime nut and you're not listening to Destiny and Courtney over at the Killer Personality Podcast, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
My sister was talking about it the other day. She's really enjoying it.
Really?
Yeah, Ellie.
It's so
that's
like
awesome.
I mean, you think about it, and like we're giving them free clout right now, so we're gonna have to get our own. But like the
I ain't
fact
gonna
that
say shit about
the
us.
Not at all. Not at all.
the fact that like Destiny is a therapist and they talk about the Enneagram, which Destiny uses on a daily basis in her job, and then you have Courtney, who provides very much
She's a true crime fan.
that's
so
it.
like,
Yes,
yeah.
there you go. Thank you. She reads books like crazy, watches these documentaries all the time, to the point to where she has, I think it's unhealthy, because she will have to like call me when she goes on jogs, because she's like, hey, just in case, this is how many ways somebody could murder me right now because I'm on a jog. I'm just going to let you know that. And so like she's on one, and she listens to them all the time. She talks to her mom about them. But anyway, go check out the Sister Pod, y'all.
But yeah, like I said, follow and subscribe to Natural State Media on Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube at Natural State Media to get all of your podcast needs. But yeah, this has been another episode of the Watchlist Wednesday podcast. Anything else, guys?
I'm in mid-salute.
Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Peace.